Today, this is your lecturer Peter Lucas, and we will be doing an assessment in the course TAEASS402B. And the question that we will be answering is activity 6.11. The program that we will be doing is basic computers today. Module name is BSB ITU 101A. Operate a personal computer, and I've got my assessment student here to actually do the assessment. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of the whole assessment, and we'll start first by explaining the rules of the assessment to the student. For example, 1. If there's an emergency, evacuation will be going through that door over there, and all toilet facilities and water facilities will be on my left hand side. All the student will be using is a personal computer, which will be shown in my assessment plan, and all work will be done on a practical basis. They've already done the theory part, and now it's time for them to show that they've learned the theory into a practical application. So let's get to the process. The process is basically I'll be giving all the instructions to her, and as I'm doing the instructions, she will be carrying out the practical application. Once she's done the practical application, I'll be marking her as well. The next point of call is the grievance process. Now, the grievance process needs to be explained to her before she starts the examination or assessment, and it goes as follows. And this is to the learner. The aggrieved party will complete a feedback report if she is not happy with the results of the assessment, and she feels that that the marking wasn't done according to a fair clear.
But I got mad at my game because it glitched, and what?
Just stop it. The aggrieved party will complete a feedback report form if she is not happy with the results of the assessment. Upon the receipt of the form, all RTO employees and consultants will welcome the opportunity to respond to the matter and will offer the following options. Option 1. Resolve the matter under the provision of the feedback report process, and everything is sorted between the lecturer and the student. Option 2. Seek immediate response from the consultant or the RTO manager. This is when things go to the next level. Where an aggrieved party elect the second option, the following procedures apply. Participant should refer the grievance to the consultant or seek assistance at the RTO's reception to refer the matter to the RTO manager. The consultant will listen and note the nature of the concern and identify the expected outcome of the grievance party and refer the matter to the RTO manager within 5 working days of the initial complaint. So within 1 week we could actually resolve the issue if there is a grievance appeal. The RTO manager will recommend a course of action that specifically addresses the grievance within 2 working days of receipt of the complaint. If the aggrieved party is satisfied with the proposed outcome, appropriate steps need to be taken to implement that outcome. Depending on the type of action to be taken, the outcome will be completed to the complaints and RTO's satisfaction, within 5 working days of the resolution being determined or as agreed to between both parties. If the aggrieved party is dissatisfied with the proposed outcome, they have the right, in the first instance, to take their grievance to the general manager, who will deal with the matter within 5 working days of receipt of the complaint and speak to the aggrieved party to determine the outcome. If the aggrieved party is still dissatisfied with the proposed outcome, they can apply to have the grievance official heard by an ad hoc appeal board, a body that would consist of students' representatives and RTO representatives, and a representative with expert content knowledge, which is an independent facilitator or assessor. This hearing will take place within 28 days and will provide that aggrieved party with the opportunity to present their case in full, providing witnesses and references where appropriate. If so desired, the aggrieved party may have representation in the form of an independent third party. The RTO manager will review the matter to take preventative and corrective action as part of the RTO's business improvement strategy. So that is the process for if there's a grievance. And now we will immediately continue with the assessment. Tracy, can you get yourself ready for the assessment? And we will start with activity 6.1.1. Assessment for BSB ITU 101A. Operate a personal computer. So we'll start with the first question, and I'll explain every question for you thoroughly. The first question would be, without starting anything, what should you check and consider before using the computer?
Ensure work organisation meets organisation and occupational health and safety requirements for the computer operation. Water and electricity don't mix. Make sure there is no water close to the power cables.
Thank you. That's a very good answer to the question. Now we'll go to more practical application, and all I want you to do here is I'll ask you a question and you will then either refer to the part, or you will show me with your finger or hand gesture. The question goes as following. Please identify the following computer components. Student can explain and show with a hand gesture where the parts are. Number 1. Can you please show me where's the mouse?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where's the keyboard and what type of keyboard is this keyboard?
It is a QWERTY keyboard.
Can you please show me where's the printer? The last one in that area. Can you show me where's the DVD or CD drive?
Over here.
Now we'll take it up one step. Can you show me an input device or module?
Keyboard or mouse?
Yep. Can you show me 1 or 2 output devices?
Desktop or printer?
That's the monitor. Please start your computer. The objectives of this course is to show that how the computer actually works, It's also to show how the operator of the computer can navigate through the computer applications. It's also there to show how to create a folder and how to create a file. And then we also need to do two more things. Is one, we need to print a file, and we also need to then show how the proper procedure is for shutting a computer down. Now we'll go to question number 3 as soon as she's ready.
Yep.
Activate and show Microsoft Office applications. Please open up 3 Microsoft applications.
Start.
Okay, so that's 1. Can you show me 2 more? Yep, that's another one. And 1 more. Awesome. Okay, you can close those now. Question 4. Create 2 folders, store, save the one folder and call it produce on the desktop.
Okay.
So first do that one and call it produce. It can be capital letters or it can be lowercase. Okay. Second folder, store the other folder called product in the documents directory. Store the second one, the second folder, and call it product. Awesome. Okay, more instructions. Create a Word file and call it product1 and store it in the folder called produce.
What would you like me to call it?
We would like that file to be called produce.
Produce and store it in product.
Let's just recap that. So, first instruction was store, save the folder and call it produce on the desktop. You've done that?
Yeah.
Store the second one, the second folder, and call it product in your documents directory.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, third part of this question. Create a Word file and call it product1 and store it in the folder called produce.
Yep.
So that's going to go onto the desktop.
Product1.
Now, second file. Create a Word file and call it product2 and store it in the folder called product. Remember, the product folder is in the documents directory. Okay, so close that screen. And so now I need to check and see if you've done the correct thing. So there's your product produce folder. And there's your, awesome. So that one, 2 points there. And if we go to start, my documents, your folder should be here somewhere. There's your, and there's your file. Awesome. Okay. So far you've done well. Question 5. Think about product 2 file. Create a heading in product 2 file. Just find your product 2 file. Yep. Now we're going to put some ingredients inside the file. And here I'm actually leaving it up to your imagination. The following is the minimum requirements here. Create a heading. Underline the heading and make letters bold. And you just use your spacing and border lines and colors as you wish.
Can I put a border around it?
Yeah, you may. You can also use the facility of insert if you want to. That's even better, the one that you just chosen. Yep, you have to highlight it. Fantastic. Okay. Now close, save and close. Okay, now we go to the file called product 1. What you've just done with the previous file, you do exactly the same with this one. Lovely. You can use color if you want to. It's up to you. Lovely. Okay. So we're halfway through the questionnaire. Question 6. And just close the save and close. And then we'll go to question 6. Question 6. Rename the file on the desktop and add a 1 to the new name and save it. Okay. Now you take that, rename the file on the desktop and add a 1 to the name and save it in the folder in the documents directory.
Pardon? Rename the file on the desktop or in the documents directory?
No. Listen to the question. Rename the file, not the folder, on the desktop and add a 1 to the new name and then save it into the folder in the document directory. So if this is the file on the desktop, whatever the name is, you're going to add a 1 to the name.
Already did.
And then you're going to move it into the folder in the documents directory.
So create a second file.
Yep. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want to see. Now you take the file in the document, the original file in the document directory, you add a B to the file name and save it in the folder on the desktop. So so the result of that will be 4 files. Okay, so you close all that. Awesome. So, let me just quickly check your work. So that's the original one, and that's the one that you just took from the documents directory. So that's all good. So we're going to start, my documents, product folder. There's the original. There's the new one. Awesome. That's exactly. That proves to me that you know how to manipulate files and folders. Do not delete the old files and folders. Okay. Save them. You've done that. Okay. Question number 7. Print the new files in the document directory. Print the new file in the document directory. Make sure all amendment has been made to this file. So when you do the printing, first check your properties.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your preview and you're all ready to go. Once you're ready, you can print out that file. So you may close the file, do not delete the file. Now print, at the same time print the old file on the desktop, which is the original file. preview print. Check your settings on your printer. While that is happening, you may go to question 9. I will provide you with a thumb drive. Please make sure you record and save all those folders and files on the thumb drive. Can you hand over the print so I can use it for marking? Okay. My computer. Awesome. Okay. So you've located the drive, the thumb drive, and now you need to put the content of what you've done today onto the thumb drive, including the folders. Okay, I will check. So just close that. So let's start my computer. Here's your 2 files. That goes down. And there's the other 2. Awesome. You may delete the 2 folders, one on the desktop and one in the documents directory. Okay, now safely remove we're going to go into the process of shutting down the computer, but we first need to shut down the auxiliary devices on the machine. So we first need to close the facility for the thumb drive. Yep. Awesome. And now we're going to go into shutting down the computer. This will be the end of this assessment. As you've seen, that she can demonstrate the practical application of using a personal computer, printing, manipulating of files, and also navigating between Microsoft applications and changing file names and folder names. Thank you very much. The feedback on this assessment will be given to the student within 2 working days. Thank you.